where so much of until recently, uh, game design was limited by what you could actually get the computer to do, where it's easy to say, like, okay, I want to scroll the screen. You just redraw the entire screen at a slight offset. And nowadays, that works just fine. Computers are ludicrously fast. But up until a decade ago or so, there were all these things everybody wanted to do, but if they knew enough programming to be able to make it happen, it would happen too slow to be a good experience. Either just ridiculously slow or just slow enough that it wasn't fun to experience it like that. So much of kind of the first couple decades of the programming work that I did was largely figuring out how to do something that everybody knows how they want it to happen. It just has to happen 2 to 10 times faster than sort of the straightforward way of doing things would make it happen. And it's different now because at this point, lots of things you can just do in the most naive possible way and it still works out. You don't have nearly the creative limitations or the incentives for optimizing on that level. And there's a lot of pros and cons to that, but I do generally, I'm not going to do the angry old man shaking my fist at the clouds bit where back in my day programmers had to do real programming. It's amazing that you can just kind of pick an idea and go do it right now. And you don't have to be some assembly language wizard or deep GPU arcanist to be able to figure out how to make your wishes happen.
Well, there's still, see, that's true. But let me put on my old man with a fist
Yeah.
hat and say that probably the thing that will define the future still requires you to operate at the limits of the current system. So we'll probably talk about this, but if you talk about building the metaverse and building a VR experience that's compelling, it probably requires you to not to go to assembly, or maybe not literally, but sort of spiritually, to go to the limits of what the system is capable of.